Into Game 4. They could be leading this series 3-0 instead of being down 1-2. Both the Devils' wins coming in overtime, courtesy of lucky bounces. Luck? The Devils will tell you they spell luck, W-O-R-K. To Toronto, Leafs and Devils physical stuff. Bryan McCabe simply crushing Sergei Nemchinov. Jason Arnott gets high-sticked. Arnott not thrilled with that development, and then there's more hitting. Even Martin Brodeur gets knocked around. 1-0 Leafs, Yannick Perreault. Sergei Berezin. Berezin, great move on Brodeur. Berezin second, 2-0 Leafs. Still in the second, 82 seconds after a Devils goal, here he comes, the sniper who has come alive in this series, Mats Sundin. No shot from Martin Brodeur. Sundin's fifth, 3-1 Leafs. Late in the third, same score. Hey, Ty Domi. He's actually an offensive threat at times. Gets stoned by Brodeur. Scott Stevens takes Domi down and then gives him a little extra shot. Stevens would get a roughing penalty. No penalty for Domi. The ensuing power play. Check out the arrow. Why is Scott Niedermayer motionless on the ice as play continues? Domi to Shane Corson. 2-0. Brodeur, great stop. Hey, this is why Niedermayer is down. Domi with the vicious elbow against Scott Niedermayer. Scott Stevens saw it all. He's irate in the penalty box. Niedermayer, meanwhile, this is frightening stuff. He is simply out cold. Stevens is still furious. You don't want to get Stevens upset, but this did, and this is why. Look at that cheap elbow shot. No reason for this by Ty Domi. Simply unnecessary. Ruined an incredible game. It's just unbelievable. Ty Domi, you know, we've seen this look out of him before, but look at Scott Niedermayer. He gets carted off. The Devils lose 3-1, and it was just an awful way to end a very physical, exciting playoff game. So Larry Robinson, we're trying to sell this sport, and that is no way to sell it. The series is even at 2. The Leafs holding the Devils to just one shot over the final 9 minutes, 45 seconds. As for Ty Domi, the NHL will hold a disciplinary hearing for Domi on Friday at an undisclosed location. But don't think that will stop Scott Stevens from making Saturday's Game 5 look like an episode from The Sopranos. The game is taking place in New Jersey, you know. As for Scott Niedermayer, he walked into the trainer's room, a welcome sight, and was walking around even with his teammates after. The series is even, but the Devils have some extra incentive.
Pretty self-explanatory. I think everyone saw on the tape, and we know what the intent was, and it's really frustrating. So obviously he's going to go for an MRI, and we have to take all the precautions and make sure he's all right. His health's more important in this game right now, and we won't know anything. And I'm not a doctor, but he was out cold right away. I saw the whole thing, and he wasn't moving.
I didn't see the hit, but I know Ty. He's a passionate player, and he plays with a lot of emotion, and I don't think he's the type of player that would try to hurt anyone.
We don't need that in a game, and I talked to Thomas on the ice, and I said, just not one of the things you do in hockey. And I mean, I wouldn't condone anybody on my team elbowing someone in the jaw like that for no apparent reason, or just to say, he did it. But you don't need guys like that in your team. You don't need guys like that in the NHL.
Mats Sundin has been one of the big reasons why the Maple Leafs have fared so well in the 2001 playoffs. Sundin has had a point in every game but one in the entire playoffs. Against the Devils, Sundin has 6 points in 4 games in this series. Last year, Sundin had only 1 point in the series against New Jersey, and the Leafs lost that series 4-2.